Hi, welcome back to Talking Shop with Property Bank. Today we're going to dive into an interesting topic, Swiftonomics. You heard it right and you see it right. Today we are going to explore about Taylor Swift's Eras concerts, how it has left a very permanent mark, which is in a good way, to the Singapore economics. And that's not all. Let's also dive into the realm of investing in Singapore's food factories and why is this a lucrative opportunity that you shouldn't be overlooking. Let's get started. So what is Swiftonomics? Well, Swiftonomics refers to the economic impact created by Taylor Swift's Eras concerts. And from ticket sales to merchandise, and also friendship bands, these events injected into millions of dollars worth to the local businesses and boosting various sectors, especially for food and hospitality sector. With hundreds of thousands of fans flocking to Singapore for Taylor Swift's concert, the food and beverage industry suddenly feel the surge in demand never before, especially after Chinese New Year when we are expecting a slightly slowdown. But this time round, it's really Boomtown Charlie. And not only that, all the hotels, even down to the 3-star hotel, the jump in the hotel rates are crazy, and yet it gets all booked out. So here we see this symbiotic relationship between the entertainment and the economy. But what does this have to do with food factories? The connection runs deeper than what you are thinking. The demand for the food and beverage industry skyrockets on such major events like Taylor Swift's concert, and it will continue to play a pivotal role. As you know, this is not just the only event that Singapore government is going to bring into Singapore. What are food factories for? Singapore boasts a robust network of food factories, from the hotel buffets to our local fishball in the fishball noodles, our bak chor mee, and snacks to beverages, chilled meats and seafood, and even vegan supplies. All this forms the backbone of the food industry, and the food factories definitely play a role in having this steady supply to our consumers. In fact, Singapore food has taken afar to various parts of the world. You would have heard of Hainanese chicken rice in London, in any parts of the world, US, New York. Besides that, I think Singapore is also a good test bed for the global foods coming into Singapore and testing out to the Asian markets. So I think for that part, there are also foreign companies coming into Singapore, setting up their central kitchens and also distributing from here. What's more, Singapore is also very into food sustainability to ensure that we have our local supplies of food that will sustain, especially when we learned from the COVID lesson. My client's story, they started off as a fishball noodle store. Over time, they expanded to quite a few stores, and eventually they decided to buy a food factory. And what happened was, back then, it was priced at below 200 per square foot. And today, after about 15 years, that has skyrocketed to more than 200%. And today, if you check out the just 2023 transaction, should they have cash out, they would have been selling at 480 per square foot. And let's also do a little of the math. Just as an operating business, you calculate the amount of money that they would have saved from rental. Let's assume just average across through the years, $2.50 per square foot for a food factory. And I'm actually lowballing this figure because today, for such a food factory, you would have paid more than $3 per square foot per month. So assuming just a 2,200 square foot unit, they save like 990,000, almost like $1 million on each food factory. So doing the math clears everything, and you know that as a business operator, it is definitely a wise choice to make a decision to purchase. What about investors? You have heard about the capital values climbing through the years. So whether you are a seasoned investor or a newcomer exploring such opportunities, investing into food factories, food factories definitely is a promising venture. Imagine that if you are going to start your F&B business, well, versus you were to invest in the food factories and save your headache of running the operation on a daily basis. It is definitely going up in terms of capital values, and not only that, you have your rental to cover the mortgage every month. And I will also expand to say that food factories as an alternative asset for foreign investors coming into Singapore. There is no ABSD, you save your 60% tax, and right away you can invest and roll your cash. Well, what are some of the options available today? There are food factories where it's already completed. So one such food factory is Food Exchange, where we produce an earlier YouTube video, and that one you can immediately collect rental, service your mortgage, and see a sitting tenant. In Mandai, you have a few options, from the under construction to completed ones. So starting off, you have the economical price, which is Mandai Food Link, that's leasehold. Then you have Food Fact at Mandai, Food Vision at Mandai, and also CT Food Next. There is one which is also in Mandai that is currently under preview, that comes with a larger piece of land, and you know that how the developer is going to transform it with a larger land plot. And if you are interested to find out more and compare amongst the options, you know where to reach us. And there you have it, Swiftonomics, and how investing in food factories can be lucrative for both the F&B operators as well as the investors, both the foreign as well as Singapore investors. In fact, after Coldplay, Ed Sheeran, Taylor Swift will be having Sir Rod Stewart and Deep Purple coming to Singapore. Isn't Singapore very exciting? I'm Edith from Property Bank, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more useful contents on business properties in Singapore. Bank on us for properties. Hi, I'm Edith from Property Bank. Thanks for watching our video. If you are a business or investor and you want your commercial or industrial property to be showcased on our channel for that additional marketing exposure, our channel has proven to sell or lease out your property faster. You can reach out to us at 8333 1338. Bank on us for properties.